we finally got the next major reveal for the AEW console game. We're gonna talk about it, detail some things that you might have missed, and get into some of the major latest news and confirmation with some really good brand new information, so make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end. Make sure to go to sleep that like button and have those notifications turned on for more of the latest on AEW games, the WWE 2K22 content, and all things wrestling games. Jumping right into it, the footage you guys are seeing in the background right now is what was revealed today. We will mix it up with some of the previous footage that was revealed, because there is a lot of noticeable upgrades. The footage features the Galaxy greatest alien Chris Statlander taking on the native beast. Nyla Rose is of course game footage that is not final, and compared to the previous footage that we got for the game, we can see that they have been making a lot of changes, especially for the models. The first reveal, we got to see Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Shida with models that were more bulky, and based on the feedback that they got, it looks like they toned it down a bit, but they still going for that arcade style type of model, which is a style that looks good based on what they're doing. Kenny Omega indicated that they're not going for the full-blown realism that we get in WWE 2K22 or just any WWE 2K game. That is not what they're trying to do. Nonetheless, these models still looks really good. I'm a big fan of the Nyla Rose one. She stood out right away. Both of these models that were shown today, even though they might not be finalized, still look really good, with the attire, the tattoos, and the likeness on point. Much like the previous entrance, during the entrance, we can see that it shows the Superstar singles record, as this is a singles matchup, and Chris Statlander is making her AEW game debut. So all of this is gonna track the wins and losses within the actual game, which is definitely a take from older games, as now that's not really a big deal, but it makes sense for the AEW game, as of course they got their own ranking system. Once we get into the gameplay, a couple of things to notice. Compared to the earlier footage that we got, of course, things are more finalized now. Just by looking at the crowd, you can notice all of that. We might have to do a breakdown of those shirts in the crowd, but for the time being, I'll let you guys do that. Drop it down in the comments below which shirts you guys got to notice of superstars that weren't revealed yet to be in the game. And of course, they confirmed that female referees will be part of the game. We got a glimpse of Avery Edwards during this footage. The movement is a lot like we got to see before, where it has a quicker pace, and of course it got that arcade style feel to it, because that is what they're going for. Some extra info that was given, it was finally confirmed, officially confirmed, that the game is called AEW Fight Forever. They also confirmed that alongside consoles, the game will also be coming out on PC. There's no specifics yet on the release date. Of course, the rumored date was supposed to be on September, according to previous reports. There's also no specification on what generation of consoles we're getting it. Now let's get into some extra information that was revealed over the last 24 hours, including details regarding the roster. All of this was reported by FIFO, so of course do keep in mind that we are still waiting confirmation on it. They indicate that the game's roster sits at around 50 wrestlers, and that unfortunately there will be some notable omissions in the first release at the launch of the game. To put it into reference, AEW currently has about 125 active wrestlers under full-time contracts, including both male and female talent. But the good news is that of course they plan on bringing out a lot of DLC characters post-launch. This is not really a surprise, as this is something that Kenny Omega indicated, that he wants the game cycle to be longer than just 1 year, and that they're going to be supporting that with adding a lot of content after the release of the game. A big part of that post-launch content is of course DLC wrestlers, with full moveset, motion captures for them, and so on. Some roster additions that were mentioned were Owen Hart, Sting, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and Ruby Soho. Obviously a lot of interesting names in there, with Ruby Soho out of all of these names being the one that was most recently signed to AEW. Some extra highlights to talk about. The report indicated that with Kenny Omega unfortunately being injured, that in a way helped out, as his commitment from inside the ring has led to him helping out even more with the development of the game. They also ended up indicating that THQ Nordic has been involved in the development of the game, although it is a minimum involvement and there's no details on it just yet. Of course, the rumors of them potentially being the publisher has been spread around a bit. We will have to wait and see if that turns out to be the case. They also indicated said that there is still a lot of polishing needing to be done for the game, especially when it comes to character models and online play. Overall, I'm excited for this, but I won't lie, I was definitely expecting a bigger reveal. We even got more match action in the previous reveal than on this one, so it's kind of odd that we didn't get anything longer. The gameplay looks good, so I wish they would have given us even a minute of the match, showcasing more moves, more animations, and maybe even tease something big at the end like a CM Punk teaser or something, just to get us even more excited for it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Make sure to drop a like if you've been enjoying the coverage. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.